Today we're back with another review from the manga theater from Akira Toriyama's mangas, and today we're going to review the Chobit 2, which is a continuation from the last video I did, and let me tell you, this one is way better than the first one. Now the story starts where they're all in the car, where they're driving to the next town because, well, unfortunately, there's no more crime in the town they were in. I'm not gonna lie, the little fairy character in the story pretty much scared everybody, so I can see why. But anyways, to get to this next town, which is kind of like a western town. I was expecting more of a city when they were explaining at the start, but apparently it's just a cowboy town, unfortunately. So when they arrived in the town, they discovered a poster, which was called Sucker Punch Mac, and they thought this was a movie star. They'd never seen a wanted poster in their life, which, you know, is kind of interesting, but either way, they pretty much thought this guy was like a movie star, and he was worth 2 million yen. They thought because this guy was super popular, that's how much he makes, or worth, I guess. I don't know. But once they're done admiring the poster, they go to the sheriff's office so he can introduce himself to the sheriff to say that he is in town, ready to work right away, pretty much. But even though he was ready to go, the sheriff told him he should go to the hotel across the street, put your stuff down, and like tell his brother and sister to pretty much relax and take it easy. The only thing I thought was really odd was they thought the toilet was a bathtub, and then that made me question from the first chapter because they had a house, and I'm kind of curious how they didn't know what a toilet was, or what did they use. I don't know. But anyways, when Mujifuji goes back to the sheriff's department, he starts talking about his daughter since she's part of the police department, and we get to actually see her in action while he was speculating about, like, really on the ball and everything, and very serious about her job. And let me tell you, she's definitely serious about her job, because when she says the first time, stop, and if you don't listen, she pulls out a rocket launcher and blows up the guy. I can definitely tell she's serious about the job. But anyways, after that, she ends up back at the sheriff's place, and he introduces himself to her, and she kind of like, I don't know if she has like a crush with him. She was just flirting with him for fun. But anyways, gives him a little peck on the cheek, and then all of a sudden he's like, I'm off for duty now. I need to work really hard because I really like this girl all of a sudden. But then anyways, Chobit literally pretty much has to smack a ball on his head just to wake him up and be like, hey, look, stop daydreaming about this girl and like focus, okay? But as he starts getting back into reality, he realizes that the town went quiet. It's like very empty all of a sudden. They see a vehicle on the side, so they thought, well, let's investigate. Like, why is nobody here? So anyways, they meet up with the guy from the wanted poster, unfortunately. He was like saying like, go away, get out of here. And he was kind of just like freaking out going, wow, you're like this movie star and we want your autograph. But anyways, as he's saying all this stuff, he's getting shot. He shoots him in the head, and then Chobit's like, nope, you gotta get back up. And then pretty much after a couple of shots, the guy pretty much just gives up. He's like, I forfeit, I'm done with this, I ain't dealing with this demon. And sure enough, the sheriff and the daughter are all exquisite and excited that they captured this wanted man this whole time. He was going to get his reward kiss from the daughter. Chobit turns that kiss into a punch to the face. Yes, because she is definitely jealous of him getting a kiss, so I just think it's hilarious how it went from a kiss to a punch. I guess there's none better than a punch, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, by the end of it, they get the 20 million yen, and the sister was wondering like how they managed to get it, but he pretty much just said, well, I brought the guy in, and they gave me the money. So I think he's starting to understand what a wanted poster is at this point, but it was a really interesting story, and I just found it very fascinating to just have these like characters do a little bit more than just like, oh, hey, by the way, here's some weird goofiness and weird stuff happening, and, you know, other things that I don't know if I'm allowed to say on YouTube. But anyways, yes, the story was good. So I have to give this like, I'm going to give it like a 7.5 or an 8 out of 10. It was definitely like a decent story. A lot better than the last stories I've been giving to his mangas. So yeah, I props to Akira Toriyama for, at this point of his career, making like an intriguing story, which had like a beginning, middle, and end, which I liked for it, instead of how one of his stories I read, which had no plot, nothing to do with the ending of the story, and had no meaning to the story at all. So that was intriguing from him to go from that to this. So I'm very happy with the results, and I can see the progress. So But anyways, let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts about this story. Do you think it improved? If you've been keeping up with the reviews lately. But yeah, like, it's very intriguing, and I love going down this route of just reading his stories. They're really good, and like, there's tons more. Like, we've only gone a quarter of this book, and there's a lot more to it. So, but even though that was a short manga, there are some longer ones in there, so we'll have to do like part 1, part 2 and stuff. But other than that, guys, I'll see you on the next videos for more manga review of Akira Toriyama. That is right. Anyways, guys, take care. Have a great day.